Chris Paul is reportedly holding out some hope that there's a way for him to start for the Golden State Warriors this season. Drop a comment if you think CP3 should start alongside Steph, Klay, and Dre. Here's why it'd be a disaster. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Scott Procter. You know the deal by now, right? Because this is Procter's point of view. And as always, we love hearing feedback from you all and receiving comments like this one right here. And stay tuned to the end of this episode when I address this comment right here. But should CP3 come off the bench for the first time in his NBA career with the Warriors? After being acquired by Golden State a few weeks ago, many people have wondered just how Chris Paul will fit in with the Warriors' core of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and others. As of last week, Chris Paul himself sounded just a bit unsure of how he'll be utilized in Golden State and whether he'll start or come off the bench.
You've never come off the bench in your entire career. Is that something that you'd be willing to do?
Like I said, it'll be a conversation for us when camp starts or whatnot. But me and Steve have talked or whatnot, but that ain't something that you'd be like, what up, man? What are you starting? You coming off? You know what I mean? So I think we'll figure all that stuff out in camp.
Despite his role being uncertain at this point, one thing for certain is that CP3 wants to start for the Warriors, according to the Athletic's Sam Amick. But that right there, that would be disastrous. The biggest reason why is that one Warrior who's earned the right to start would be kicked to the bench. We already know, and it's also been reported that Steph, Klay, and Dre will, of course, remain in the starting lineup. That leaves two spots, but one of them is reserved for Andrew Wiggins, who's arguably the team's best defender, not named Draymond Green, and shot a career-high 39.6% from three last season. Wiggins, he ain't coming off the bench. The last starting spot should go to Kevon Looney, who started 70 games for the Warriors last season. Loon averaged 15 rebounds for the entire first-round series versus the Kings last postseason, while shooting 57% from the field. He proved to be immensely valuable in the playoffs for Golden State. So then the question begs, which of those two guys do you take out of the starting lineup in place of a 6-foot-tall, 38-year-old point guard? The answer is neither. You can't remove one of your best defenders from the starting lineup for a defensive liability and expect to advance further in the Western Conference playoffs. CP3 can maybe be in the Warriors' closing lineup depending on the matchup, but he's best off leading Golden State's second unit and trying to get the most out of Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and some of the other young guys. Nobody watched the Warriors lose to the Lakers in last season's Western Conference semifinals and thought, if only they had a floor general point guard, they might have won this series. Nobody thought that. Golden State's addition of Chris Paul was confusing from the jump. But let me know in the comments if Chris Paul should start for the Warriors this season. And shout out to our guy right here for this comment, even though it was a silly one. My man, are you blind? I gotta ask you that. Are you blind? Because have you seen Anthony Black play college basketball or summer league basketball just yet? If you haven't, I would suggest doing that. He has the size, the ball handling, the shooting, defensive versatility that NBA teams covet. Anthony Black, that boy is up next. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out our recent video on Orlando Magic rookie Anthony Black. And that's going to do it for this episode of PPOV, Procter's Point of View. I'll see you right back here tomorrow.